Welcome back, guys. I think we start now. Welcome back. Today we're from a different location. It's good to see you. Let me get this light up. Okay, I think this is a little bit better. It's too much, but this looks kind of clean. All right, screw that. You can skip this part. Okay. Welcome back. My name is Yusuf. I'm a mental performance coach with a background in sports psychology. And if you happen to be injured, I'm here to motivate you and get you through this injury faster and come back stronger than ever. And today we want to touch on the topic of post injury depression and how you can recognize it and how you can address it. And the very first thing, like when we get injured, we, it's totally normal to fall into depression. Why is it normal? And I say it over and over again. You don't live your normal life at the moment. You don't get to live it. It's been taken away from you. You feel like you've been robbed of it, and you can't do anything against it other than wait. And that just feels depressing, right? So, you have to look out for those signs. And why do you need to look out for them? Is because once you can recognize them, it's easier to get out of that negative spiral, to catch yourself and not only fight against it, you don't need to fight against it, but like to get back the power. At the end, like just because your mind is taking away that power from you because you're feeling sad, um, you can take it back. That's how powerful the mind is. But you need to understand when you're stuck in that situation. Because trust me, it's gonna feel like you're walking in a maze and you don't know where to go. But if you would watch over yourself from the bird's eye perspective, you could see like, hey dude, you're going total wrong way, and I can show you the right path. And you need to get out of this thing. And how do you do that? You need to look out for these signs. If you notice that you're sad, that you lack motivation, that you have changes in your sleep or appetite, and you withdraw yourself from social activities and have feelings of hopelessness and worthlessness, then you can be certain that you might have a post injury depression. And just because you recognize that doesn't mean you need to label yourself like that, right? This is like the time where you take charge again, where you take charge of yourself back. You've been run through your emotions. Now you control your emotions again. And this is a really, really important part. But it's not, and I know if it was that easy, like, yes, everybody would do it. And I'm giving you tips how you can do it. But the first thing is like to recognize it. Because once you recognize it, and this always works for me, once I recognized it, I would always accept it. I'm like, all right, this is happening right now. Maybe I need to process something, and it's totally normal. You need to process things. So your mind can grasp a few concepts and make and just like and connect those dots because your brain needs to understand a few certain circumstances. It needs to understand it, otherwise it can't. It's not going to help you. It's not going to function properly. It needs to figure it out. It needs to solve it. And if it means like you need to feel sad for a few hours, then let it be. But once you recognize those signs that I talked about, sadness, lack of motivation, changes in sleep or appetite, withdrawal from social activities, and feelings of worthlessness and hopelessness, once you recognize them, and this is what always helped for me. I said, all right, this is what's going on right now, but now let's jump back on the horse. And now let's take charge again. Let's take power again. Let's regain the control and do what I need to do. And one thing you can do is to establish a routine. A routine can help you to get out of that depression and also to not fall into that depression again. Because, like I said, you don't get to live your ordinary life. You don't get to go to practice. You don't get to hang around your friends. You don't get to around like play games or do competitions and feel the glory of winning. You don't have anything to work for. And now you need to replace that with a new routine. It's just a replacement. It is not forever once you till you get back again. But you create that routine to create stability and purpose for yourself again. And things you can do is like your routine can be your rehab, it can be work or school activities, and also like time for your relaxation and self-care, where you take time for yourself, reflect. Other things is like you can still practice your sport. I'm a strong advocate of that. You can get better. 1 second. You can get a lot better while you're injured. That means you can go still to your trainings, to your practices. You can start coaching. You can start watching, analyzing, standing next to coach and talking to him about those different plays, analyzing the things. Because you're going to take these things in. And once you're back, trust me, you're going to pull off some moves you didn't expect you can do. While you also establish a new routine, you should also focus on small victories. So every time you get to fulfill your routines, you get to do your things, these are your small victories. You need that dopamine. You need a dopamine rush. And it's not going to be on social media where you're going to see others like play your sport, play football, play soccer, play basketball and whatever, go to jiu-jitsu, go to MMA, and you just get jealous of these people. No, it's like you need to get your own small victories. You need to do your own things. You need to spend your time purposefully and then also like and win. Once you win, you break the negative spiral and you get into a positive spiral. And trust me, small positive spiral is going to lead to a bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to get unstoppable. I don't know if you guys have seen that video with the domino blocks where they start out with this little tiny one, and then every block gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then this huge one falls at the end. And why did it happen? Because of one small one, because the small one fell. And this is going to be your small victory. Your small victories are going to get bigger and bigger. It's a compound effect. You can't stop it. Same goes for negative. You have to catch yourself. You need to recognize those signs, get out of that, jump back on the horse, and get your first win in. And once you win, you're gonna feel more motivated. You're gonna have a boost of motivation. Your mood is gonna be up. And once your mood is up, you're gonna like your brain is gonna release the right chemicals for your body to heal faster. It is really like winning is the ultimate thing. Your happiness is like the ultimate thing for your recovery. If you feel sad, if you feel defeated, cortisol is going to rush through your body and destroy your body more than it's repairing it. But while you work on your routine, while you work on getting small victories, it is really, really, really important to know that you have to set realistic expectations. Your recovery process is not a one way. It's not just going up. It's going to feel like this. It's going to be a mess. You might cry. You might feel sad. You're going to laugh. You're going to be happy. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get angry. You're going to feel joy. You're going to feel confident. All these things. And just know, in anything in life, just think about it. When did something ever that you wanted just go perfectly well? You always get setbacks, and those setbacks are going to be there. And just understand and accept them. It's the same. You have to identify that as well and notice, like, hey, this can happen. And you have to analyze where did it go wrong and how you can improve it. So the next time you get there again, now you know what to do. It's like you're an athlete. It's like being an athlete, doing your sport. You lost a position, you lost a play, or whatever. You go through that thing, you go through that scenario, like you go that scenario through your mind, and you play it, and then you know what to do the next time. That's the same. Like those setbacks are gonna come again, and it is like an injury can be like a challenge, dude. Like it can be like a test, and you need to learn these certain skills so you can, like, when you come back, that all of this was for like that it wasn't for nothing, that it was not for nothing, and you came back stronger. You gain more skills. You're mentally tougher. You're mentally more resilient, and you know how to overcome obstacles. That's what it's all about. So set the realistic goals, expectations. No, it's not a one, like it's not an ordinary way, a linear way. It's gonna get their ups and downs, and you need to also be able to adjust your goals. If you think, like, if you wanted to reach a certain goal, let's say, like, or your range of motion by the end of the week, and you had some setbacks, hey, that's fine if you get there next week again. At least you get there. Like, set it for next week. At least you get there. But be realistic. Don't say, like, all right, now, like, after 2 weeks, I'm going to have full range of motion. No, step by step, incrementally. The most important thing that you can do during your injury recovery is to get better than yesterday. And if you fall back a little bit, that's life. It's always going to happen in life. So don't worry about it. If you want to talk about this stuff, please leave a comment or DM me on Instagram. It's at Become Unbreakable. And yes, I see you guys tomorrow. I'm showing up every day for you guys. I have more notes, but I need to also, like, I know that, like, I'm getting it better in front of the camera. I notice I need to also touch your hearts more, talk with more energy, and yeah, like, get that feeling out so you know what I'm talking about. So you know I'm connecting with you. I'm here to help you. Guys, please tell me how you like this if you happen to see this or want to hear about it. And man, I'm behind you. I'm helping you. I'm in your corner. I see you guys tomorrow. Peace.